So for the second question, when do you submit the application form? This depends on the applicant's circumstances. So for example, if the applicant is applying to switch to the 5-year partner route while being on a different immigration route, for instance, they currently have a skilled worker visa, then they can apply at any time as soon as they have met all of the requirements for the FLRM application. So for instance, if they're switching to the 5-year partner route and the applicant has recently married or become a civil partner of their partner, and their current visa does not expire until next year, then they can submit their FLRM application at any time from now, provided they meet all of the requirements for the FLRM application. So in other words, they do not have to wait until at least 28 days before their current visas expire. So the sooner they apply to switch, the better, because this means that they will be eligible to apply for ILR as a partner sooner rather than later. So please note that to be eligible for ILR as a partner, the applicant must have been on the 5-year partner route continuously for at least 5 years. This means that any years they spent in the UK being on a different UK immigration route will not be counted to meet the 5-year residence requirement for the ILR partner route. As always, please seek full legal advice if you'd like further information and advice on this. If the applicant is applying to extend, effectively converting their current visas as a fiancé or as a proposed civil partner, because they're now married to or have become civil partners with their partners, then they can apply as soon as they're married or as soon as they become civil partners and they have received their marriage or civil partnership certificate. So in other words, they don't have to wait until at least 28 days before their visa is due to expire. So for example, the applicant arrived in the UK with a fiancé visa on the 31st of August 2024. The fiancé visa is valid from the 15th of August 2024 until the 15th of February 2025. The applicant and their partner married on the 24th of October 2024, and a few days later, they obtained their marriage certificate. In this case, the applicant is eligible to apply for FLRM as a spouse after the 24th of October 2024, provided they meet all of the requirements for the FLRM application. So they do not have to wait until on or after 28 days before the 15th of February 2025 to submit their FLRM application. If the applicant entered the UK with a visa as a spouse, a civil partner, or as an unmarried partner, then the earliest that they would be eligible to submit their extension application is after 30 months or 2 years and 6 months in total of being in the UK with the visa, if all of the requirements for the FLRM application is met. So usually partner visas outside the UK are granted for a maximum period of 2 years and 9 months or 33 months. Otherwise, they should submit their extension application at least 28 days before their current visa is due to expire. If the applicant currently has further leave to remain as a spouse, civil partner, or unmarried partner of a person present and settled in the UK, which is usually granted for a maximum period of 2 years and 6 months or 30 months. In other words, they submitted their first partner route application from inside the UK, then the earliest that they can submit their FLRM application to extend their current FLR as a spouse, civil partner, or unmarried partner is 28 days before their current FLR expires. So to recap, if this is the first time that the applicant is applying under the 5-year partner route, such as those who are switching to this route and those with fiancé or proposed civil partner visas, then they can submit their application, the FLRM application, at any time, as soon as they meet all the requirements for the FLRM application. If the applicant is applying for the second time under the 5-year partner route, so they are applying to extend their current FLR as a spouse, a civil partner, or an unmarried partner, Then they can submit their application once they've been on the route continuously for at least 30 months. So for those who arrived in the UK with a spouse, civil partner, or unmarried partner visas, or at least 28 days before the applicant's current FLR as a spouse, civil partner, or unmarried partner expires if they initially applied for the 5-year partner route from within the UK. So please note that it is not recommended for an applicant to submit their application a few months before they've reached their 30th month of having their visa as a spouse, civil partner, or unmarried partner. So this is if they entered the UK under the partner route and their visas were valid for 33 months or 2 years and 9 months, or a few months before the applicant's current FLR as a partner expires. So if they're applying for an extension of their current FLR as a partner. This is because when the applicant is eligible to apply for settled status or indefinite leave to remain in the UK as a partner, one of the requirements for that is that they have been on the same partner route continuously for at least 60 months or 5 years in total.